Guard.
guard. Alright, I think? Yes, we are, okay.
So, if I shoot a magic, if I do...
Okay, you guys travel for good part of the day, you know, along bumpy roads and whatnot, as Raven and Locke are peppering Gerald with questions, and he graciously answers as many as he can. But you know, by the end of the ride, I mean, you can tell he's kind of getting a little tired.
I'm sure Modwin's pouring over me very annoyingly.
Oh yeah, she's mothering you and won't leave you alone. You guys arrive at the gates and are directed off of the carriages. You can see.
I enjoy the ride with Ember.
I bet you do. You can see outside. This is a walled keep. It's not really a city. It's a small little town/village. There's some people camped outside the walls. There are guards posted, as you can see, on different parapets. They watch you as you guys approach. As you guys head in, you can see that there's people. There are residences as well as the main house, which is towards the back. So you guys can go ahead and move in if you want to take a look and see what the town is about. And Gerald lets you guys out so that you can check in with the guardhouse, and then the carriages go ahead through and head down the streets.
So, where can we find the Lord?
I think he's a baron. You know,
whatever his name is.
Jared was explaining what a baron is. He owns a lot of land between here and you know, about 5 days ride or so.
Did you guys talk his ear off the entire time?
He's got a gold mine. He pulls his stuff right out of the ground.
He did.
Good to know he's a miner. Money will be no object.
Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Could you imagine just finding gold in the ground and pulling out? Like, really?
I know, it seems so much easier than pulling it off dead orcs.
Really?
Rock, when you're looking at the orc's teeth, looking for fillings, that was a little bit. Over the top.
I don't know what you mean.
Town has his cloak pulled up, kind of hiding his face.
What's a filling?
Never mind. A gold tooth? Never mind.
Orcs have gold in their teeth?
Some do.
Really?
Some humans do too. Never mind.
You're getting into
Oh my god! I tell one joke and Jesus Christmas.
You get into like what was it the Pacific in World War II when they were digging out Japanese teeth because they used gold fillings. Sorry, history.
Well, let us find the Baron and see what the job is. Let us sally forth.
Sally forth.
So, where do we go?
Gerald?
The carriages have already moved through the main gate. You guys check in. The guards kind of look you over. They take note. They take your name. They take note of what weaponry you carry and that sort of thing, and they direct you that if you head north through the streets, you'll find the main house. The main house is also walled. You'll need to check in at that gate, and then you'll be allowed in. If you wish, there is a merchant's center off to the western wall, and to the east is the stables and the guardhouse. But you know, other than that, there's not too much to do here. When you guys enter the city, not city, but it's like a little encampment. You can see that there's people moving around. You know, they nod at you and that sort of thing, going about their business. There's a merchant's, like I said, there's a merchant's tent set up off to the west if you wish to buy or sell before you head to the main house. It's up to you.
Now my intent is to go to the main house.
Okay. And thank God that Liz is not here this week because we've
Yeah,
been spending an
head there
hour together.
first.
I've got stuff to sell.
Okay. If you guys look at your map, you see the main house is walled as well. There's also guards up on parapeses, but there's a guard, main guard outside, and he sees you. He takes your names, and he sends you inside. As you enter the main gate, you see Gerald is standing there. He says, "Please come with me." He leads you into the main house. He walks you down a hallway. You can see that there's several different rooms. Some of the doors are open, some doors are closed. Everything looks very richly adorned. It's almost like, you know, marble floors, marble columns, tapestries. There's paintings. There's couches covered in silks and velvets and fabrics and, you know, rugs and that sort of thing. There's different creatures' heads mounted in you know, different areas. There's suits of armor from different parts of the world on display. This guy's he's got a lot of money apparently, and he likes showing it off. You guys are led into a main chamber that you assume is the throne room. It's very large. Your footsteps actually echo off the walls until you reach a large carpet in the center.
Hooty hoo!
Did you really just do that, Buck?
Sorry.
You can see that
I
there's
try
guards
not to
posted
laugh.
around. There are several braziers to give light and heat to the area. There is a kind of a raised dais that's semicircle. There is a man sitting upon a throne. The throne itself seems to be made of some sort of dark metal. I'll give you a look of him.
Modwin wonders if the metal smells like adamantine.
There is also a woman standing just off to his right, 2 steps down.
Hey, baby.
She looks each of you over and just kind of smiles and nods towards you as you guys enter the room. Gerald, he lets you guys go. He waves you on towards the carpet, but then he does not enter into the room itself. He actually closes the doors behind you.
Sheepishly walk forward.
Okay.
Confidence, Buck. Don't be sheepish. He asked for your presence, not vice versa.
But I didn't
I
bring him a
just
present.
arranged you guys randomly like that. If you guys want to change where you're at, go ahead.
Were we supposed to bring him presents, Raven?
No.
I've got some Orkias. Maybe he'll want them.
Hey, that was one of the outfits Kari and Kira had.
Do you want me and Ember to talk to the man?
I elect you guys to talk, yes.
Okay. We can do that.
Baron, good Baron.
He raises an eyebrow looking at you.
You've requested our presence. How may we assist you?
Your Grace. Are we supposed to say Your Grace?
No.
My lord! It was my lord!
Oh.
My lord.
My lord!
It's an honor that you requested our presence.
But he's not my lord.
What is it that we can do to help?
He relaxes his look and he looks over towards the female. She steps down and approaches you. She steps to here. Just welcome to Ironbranch Keep, the home of my lord Baron Deauville. I am Denisha.
Okay.
And
Pleasure to meet you,
your
friend.
she bows a bit. She says, "Your exploits have preceded you. We have heard of your defense of the town of Clovervale against the invading orc army. We also have just recently heard of your tracking down of the orc encampment, and again, we are very impressed.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
that.
for the kind. Yeah, thank you for the kind words.
Well,
We're just
tracking
here
it
to
was
help.
the hardest part of it all.
She smiles. No need to thank us. You are the ones that did the work. My lord has heard of you, and he wishes to know if you would be interested in helping him in a task. The rewards would be great, but the task itself is not easy.
It would depend what the task is. We would want to hear more.
Of course. She bows slightly to you, and she returns to her spot as the Baron stands up. He steps down to the bottom rung.
Give him a quick nod, bow.
Same.
Okay. He returns it. He says, I have heard of your exploits. Ember of House Nikos. Marakoth of... Shit, hang on. Marakoth of Nithmalin. Locke
I wasn't aware.
and Raven of Waterdeep. Talon of the Dark Raven. And Modwin of blah blah blah. I forget where
Raptor.
she's from. Or Dark, yeah, sorry, Dark Raptor.
Dark Raptor.
Jiggles
I've heard of you.
the oiled pole.
Yeah. Jiggles of the oiled hammer. What I ask is, or he says, what I request is a task that is difficult, but the rewards are great. Now I know, and he turns to Marakoth, he looks at you, he says, I know you wish to travel to your home city, and I respect that. My task lies along your path.
Not to be rude, sir, but how do you know exactly who we all are?
Being a baron of such fruitful lands, it is my duty to know who I deal with.
Myself have kept my house fairly secret. That's why we were wondering, and from where we are from.
Well, one of your stature cannot keep that secret. Your family is well known in these lands.
True.
Of course, the rest of you, reputations precede you, as there are people looking for each of you, though that is not my concern, nor do I care.
That perked up an ear.
What is the task that you seek for us to do?
Hang on. Baby screaming. Sorry guys, hang on. Can you guys hear that in the background?
Yep.
Nope, she's not loud enough. She needs work on that.
She's been having tummy
It's
issues.
not bad.
Okay.
Aww.
Okay. He says, there is an item that I require. It is rumored to be within a certain ruin of a village that has been raised and rebuilt over the past few centuries. I wish you to go recover this artifact for me and bring it back. This is not an easy task, otherwise I would not have asked you to seek your employ.
Fair enough. And this is on the way to the forest?
It is. It is within the High Forest itself.
If we retrieve what you're asking for, how would we get it to you without doubling back and losing time?
Once you have concluded your affairs in the Elven City, then I am sure you are on your way back to Waterdeep. All you need to do is take a slight detour, return here, give the artifact to me, and be on your way. Receive payment at that point. It has sat for many millennia. I'm sure it can sit for a few months more.
So, what's so dangerous about this place?
There have been many rumors of different creatures, different evils, and whatnot have moved into the area. It is not a place that I would send my usual excavators. That is why I seek adventurers. You seem to be a large group of very competent adventurers, so I wish to offer you this job. The
What is the
reward
artifact?
for returning this artifact to me would be 25,000 gold pieces.
My eyes completely perk up at that.
I look over the line. Oh my god.
He
What is
smiles
the
a bit.
artifact?
The artifact is not your concern. It is something that I need to take care of myself.
It's not
It is
the
encased within a vessel. All you need to do is return the vessel to me. I will take care of the rest.
It's not going to be like the end of the world type artifact, right? Something big, bad, evil?
Of course not. If there were an end of the world type artifact, I'm sure that more forces other than myself would be after it.
Just checking.
But it is an artifact. They are not to be trifled with. Their power is great. Their power is also horrible. I simply wish to own this artifact.
Insight, Mitch.
Go ahead.
I'm still like gasping at 25,000.
Do you know what we can do with 25,000?
Seems sincere enough.
I don't think I have that many fingers and toes to count that high.
I need to step away for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. This guy's totally on the up and up.
Oh yeah, we totally
He is
think
totally
that he
not
is.
a giant green monster in disguise. Or blue monster in disguise.
And they're and
With
out of
aspirations of
character, Vicky and
ultimate
I
power.
already know out of character that we're not supposed to jump through portals. I do not run straight through a portal.
There will be
No
no
touch
portals
archways.
in this adventure. There you go.
Or put blood in the cake.
Or trust tieflings.
So,
Or dirty
do you
drow.
What kind of
think
creatures?
that you would be not only brave enough, but competent enough to complete this task for me?
Just slack-jawed, I nod up and down yes. Like,
Yes, we would like some more information if you know of what kind of creatures we may be encountering, just so that we're prepared.
Let me put it this way. None of my scouts have returned from the area. However, my
Oh.
investigations have led me to this particular area. It is there. I am almost 100% certain it is there. And he actually takes a step down towards you guys as if very involved at this point, as he's telling you, almost like drawing you into his confidence. He says, I have studied very long, I have studied very hard, and I believe that the artifact is there. I don't know exactly where it is, cannot tell you what sort of creatures are there, but none of my scouts or my parties have returned. That is why I'm seeking adventurers. You seem to be very confident, competent, not only that, but you're a large party. You may have better chances there. The only thing I warn you is not to open the vessel.
Okay. If we don't return, you at least let my father know. what happened? That's what I asked.
If you take
How
this
are we
job,
gonna know what it looks like?
if you take this job,
If you don't know where it
I
is?
will insure you. In other words, if you do not return, my scouts find your bodies dead, I will reimburse your families.
But your scouts don't return.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Now, my good Marikoth, you are from the area. You should know the area and be able to get your party in there as quickly and easily as possible. There is
Yes.
a ruin not far from your village, about a day and a half travel through the woods. There is a landmark of a large stone bridge that crosses the river. That is where you need to go.
I've heard of that. That place.
Look for the bridge. That is where you need to start.
My lord?
Yes, my lord.
How do we know what the artifact or the vessel thing looks like? So we know when we
You
find
will
it?
know. There is nothing else like it. Artifacts are one of a kind. And the vessels that carry them are also one of a kind.
Okay.
It would be like a lightning bolt hitting you out of a cloudless sky.
That
Wait,
sounds
that
rather
happens?
uncomfortable.
At that point, he takes a step back up. He says, "So, are we agreed?"
I look over at Locke.
I'm still nodding dumbfoundedly.
When?
Yes, we'll do it.
Wonderful. He turns around and steps back and sits on his throne. At that point, Denisha steps back up. My lord has contracts ready for you in the other room. You are also invited to spend the night in luxury. Whichever wish you desire shall be accommodated for you. Please follow me.
Contracts?
Do you have bacon?
I'm back.
She turns over her shoulder, smiles at you, says, "Of course we do."
That's what Locke thinks about. Not the really hot girl in front of him, but bacon.
He hasn't hit that age yet.
Girls are icky. Okay, she leads you out into another area, and you can see there's two men dressed as scribes. They have several sheets of paper set down. You can see what appears to be a scroll and a contract, basically stating, I the aforementioned blah 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 will retrieve this blah 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 blah, and it basically states that you will go seek this item, return it to the Baron. It is it's not your property, it's his. You will return it to him. Upon return, you will be granted 25,000 gold pieces to be split amongst the party evenly, and so on and so forth type deal. If you are killed, if your bodies can be retrieved, then you will be given proper burial, and your families will be reimbursed 100 gold pieces.
I'm worth 100 gold pieces?
Well, what if we go and we try, but, it's too much for us? I mean...
If you fail, then the contracts are null and void.
Okay.
If you die, you're
And I don't
gold
wanna-
pieces, but if you do not return
Yeah, I
the
know.
artifact, you get nothing.
But I don't want to kill off the entire party to do this just because of a contract.
Yeah, if you
our
fail to
contract's
return
normal.
the
Would we know
artifact,
this?
you get nothing.
Would
Gotcha.
like Marikoth and I know this? Is this a normal way that the nobles do business like this with contracts?
Yes, Marikoth, you've seen this before. This is like a mercenary contract. Ember, your family doesn't really deal with mercenaries, so
Right,
you've
we
never
handle
seen
things
kind of like you
ourselves.
don't
Right.
pay adventurers to go get stuff for you. Marikoth, you've seen this before, or at least have heard of this sort of arrangement before.
Right.
So is this normal? My family doesn't do this.
You're hiring yourself as a mercenary.
And we're sure it's not going to be big bad stuff, right?
Well, the only
So
thing we
be
have
honest.
to the only thing we have to consider is once we find this thing, will we have a problem giving it to him?
That's what I'm worried about with the contract. 'Cause
Exactly. It's not uncommon to do this, to hire mercenaries to find things like.
And the
People do it
contract
all the
does
time.
state that once you retrieve the vessel, that is his property alone.
Right.
You're working
See,
for
that's
him.
what- That's what bothers me. Why does he need this?
We don't
Because
even
it
know
will
what it
destroy
is.
the world. I mean, no, there's no ill intent whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. She's not
Baron
coy or
Neville
anything.
is a straight up awesome guy.
Well, yeah, that's what Marikoth and I both think, too, because, you know, we totally bombed our insight checks. But I just don't understand this. Someone of his power. I mean, my family sends their own people out.
He has sent his own people out. None of them have returned.
That makes me worried, too.
So he's sending us
Us.
out.
Who...
What is the description of the creatures they've encountered?
They haven't returned.
They don't know.
So we have no idea.
That's
Well,
not what I'm worried
he
about.
did say there are creatures there. I won't sign the contract, but I'll go.
Then you can't go. If you don't sign the contract, the scribes will tell you that you cannot go with anyone that does sign the contract because you are not covered in the liability clause. But you're welcome to stay at the keep until your friends return.
No one tells me where to go.
Do you tell that to the scribe?
Well, I look at them and when they say that, I'm talking to them. I'm not sure I agree with this.
Okay.
I asked the scribe if I can ask Dan ask one more question.
You may ask us the question. We are the ones that have drawn up the contract.
Great. What is the origin of the artifact? Is it elven, human, dwarven?
Oh, I do not know. That is for my lord to know. He simply requires its
I
acquisition.
understand. Can you go ask him that question?
I cannot know.
Well, the contract does make sense, though, because he's also pertaining to his that he will pay us the 25,000
Yeah.
gold. I mean, it's
I have
definitely
no
does make
problem
sense.
that I have no problem. I have a problem that there's a contract, but I need to know the answer to
do
that
you wish to
question.
see the gold? We
No,
have it here.
I'm not worried about the payment.
Marikoth, what does the origin of the artifact have anything to do with the contract here?
Well, if it is of elven descent, I don't know if I'd feel well about giving it to a human.
I put my hand on the bow.
And to be honest, I've never seen these kind of contracts in terms of the fact that he gets ownership as soon as we find it. So that makes me leery of what it is.
I don't know. Someone pays me to kill rats, I go kill rats.
Right. But if
It's a lot of money pitched at us, that's for sure.
It's a lot of rats.
That is a lot.
I need to know if it is if the artifact is of elven origin, I can't give it to the human. I would
Why?
have to give it to my people.
But what about the one that Locke has?
But the stupid bow, that's nothing in comparison to an artifact. You're comparing an ant or a mountain.
Wow.
It's a nice bow.
I know it's a very
Sorry?
nice spell. I
If you give
understand
ants
that.
enough time, they'll pick that mountain up and move it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, we're talking two different power levels here.
Are you
talking about-
guys sitting there talking like in front of the two scribes?
Absolutely.
The one said is like good Sir Elf, this has nothing to do with your people, and even if it were an elven artifact, this is something that the Baron is paying for, not your people. If your people wished to find it, I'm sure they would have found it by now.
I'm just saying.
If you go after it and then steal it from my Baron, then that would be most unwise.
I agree. So why would I want to sign a contract making me go against
You do not have to sign the contract, good elf. You can you may stay here, and anyone who wishes to sign the contract may go and seek it out. None of you have to sign this. This is merely a proposition from our Lord the Baron.
I understand that it is a position, but do you understand mine? If I
of course, do not sign the contract, and then you do not have to retrieve the artifact.
That's what I'm thinking. If it is something where I would have to go against the wishes of my people because of the contract, which I would, as in my word is my bond, and if I sign this contract, then I'm putting my word that I will return something to the Baron, and if it's something that once I found out what the artifact is, that my conscience or my beliefs will not allow me to give it to somebody from not of my people, what do I do then?
I cannot answer those sort of questions. I'm merely a scribe.
I understand.
Well, what we do is we do what we're hired to do. If you don't think you can do it, then don't sign it.
Here's the problem, Locke. The only people signing it would be you and Raven, and there's no way we're letting you guys do it by yourselves.
Might be too much for just us.
It'd definitely be too much for just us. I mean, you could do it, but I'm a little squirrely.
But do you understand my problem?
Absolutely not. Someone pays me to kill rats, I kill rats.
Locke, you have to remember, he comes from money. Money for us is
Ember, it has nothing to do with the money.
No, I'm saying that it's not about the money. It's about something more than that for you.
Right, so what's going to happen is the next people that are going to come across, he's going to hire them, and they're going to go find this, whatever this is.
Right, but I won't betray my people.
How would doing the work of this Baron betray your people? Just because if it's of elven origin doesn't mean the elves own it. Maybe the elves gave it to a human as a gift. Maybe the elves gave it to a dwarf. Maybe it's of orcish origin.
It might be. I don't know. That's why I asked the question That's why I asked the question to ask the Lord. If it is of orcish then I don't care. If it is a human, I don't care. If it's elven, I might care.
Man, what a racist.
Seriously.
Well then.
Dish, all lives matter. Not just elven lives.
He's like a xenophobic elf. What are those? The wild elves?
No. There was the yeah, I had an encounter with those before, remember?
Yeah, it's the wild elves.
It's not a wild elf, it's like a faction of elves, of high elves actually, that are like completely xenophobic. Can't remember what they were called. That was 2nd edition, I think.
Locke, Raven, as much as I'm not thrilled about signing a contract, I know how much this money would help your family. I'm willing to go do this as long as we at least have one other going with us.
Again, it's more than just about the money. I mean, if he's paying us this much money to go, and we're going after
Hey,
something
hey,
called
Locke.
an artifact, which I don't know what an artifact
Locke,
is.
Hey, Locke, let me ask you a question.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let me shut my mouth. Go ahead, Mr. Elf.
Okay, what if this artifact can kill all the dragons?
Okay.
Then we're going to want it, because we're going to want to kill the dragons so that they don't hurt our families.
You do realize that we were told not to open this vessel, so we're never going to know what it is.
That's true, too.
Yep.
That's true.
That was part of the
And
agreement.
if it kills all the dragons, then it's probably a good thing this dude has it, because we'll be friends with him, and we'll say, hey, can you help us kill the dragon so Waterdeep doesn't die?
He's not from Waterdeep. He may not care if Waterdeep dies.
No, I
Well,
think
he might not care.
I think
But
he cares
I'm working
greatly
on-
if Waterdeep dies.
I'm working on supposition here, just like the premise. I don't know what the word premise means, but you know what? It makes me sound smart.
Alright, look.
I'm
willing to
Locke,
sign it.
Locke, I was just trying to make sure you understood my viewpoint.
I don't understand your viewpoint. When I give my word to do something, I do it.
Right, and I'm making sure that I can live with the word I'm giving before I
Oh.
sign the paper. That's all.
You're probably never gonna know what it is, so
I got the
That's
that's your
contract.
decision.
Lock. I turn a lock. Lock. Is this going to help your family?
I think it's going to help all of us.
I'll sign it for you.
I don't want you signing it for me. You guys need to sign it for you.
Okay,
The money.
it's your lives and it's your, issue with the artifact or not or whatever.
Actually,
Each of you need to make your own decisions.
Signing it for
Actually,
me
I
puts
have one
your
question. I have
actions.
one question for the Baron. Who is that Baron's lord?
Yes, the scribes.
Yes.
So, well, the Baron is our lord. I do not know who's above him. He is the
Can
one
we
that
ask that
owns this
question?
area.
Right. But what king does he bow?
I do not believe he bows to any king. These lands are free lands. The Baron owns these lands and provides safety and security for the people who live and work in his lands. This is why he is the Baron.
You really don't know who's above him?
There is no one above him, as far as I know.
That's
No king
odd.
rules these lands.
Is that normal?
Yes.
There's got to be a king. He's not covered in shit.
There is no king of Waterdeep. There's the masked lords. The area, it depends on the kingdoms, but right now you guys are not within a kingdom. So he owns this area of land. He calls himself the Baron, and he provides his job is to provide safety and shelter. Excuse me, safety and shelter within his lands. So he is the lord of this area.
So he is kind of like the one and only masked lord. I'm trying to put it in Ember terms.
Correct. Yeah. If there were a king of this area, it would be him. He owns this area. So the people that live and work underneath him pay homage to him and fealty to him.
Okay. Oh, that's why he's about equal to my father then. Okay.
Correct.
Alright, I say we do this. It'll help, the money will help you guys out quite a bit and your families, and it'll give us some more experience, and who knows what else we'll find there. Maybe we'll find some items that could help us kill the dragons.
That's fair. I will sign the contract.
I sign it.
I'm not sure I want to sign it.
You must all sign with blood.
I whack Locke across the head and hand him a pen.
I want to read it, Mitch. Does it have anything, like if we're not able to retrieve it or anything?
Yes,
You get nothing.
if you're not able to retrieve it, then you receive nothing. Yes.
But there's no other repercussions?
No. There's not, we will hunt you down and kill everyone.
Modwin, will you look over Talon before we go out to this place?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
There's something not right. Will you
She would have spent the time in the carriage the whole way over here.
That's right.
That's why she went into the carriage.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, he looks sickly, but there's something off about him. He doesn't look ill, he doesn't look injured, he just looks different. He's lost some weight, maybe some movement, that sort of thing.
So did Modwin, was she able to figure out what it is?
No, he's healed to full. He has no visible wounds.
It's a broken heart.
If I only had a heart. Well, let's sign it and get going.
Mitch, what's the Baron's name again?
Baron
Deauville.
Deauville, yeah.
Baron, screw us in the endus.
And the artifact is a box full of puppies.
Kitten.
Box full of kittens that we gotta sacrifice.
That's right. Just don't
Cruella
for the,
Probably worse than that.
It's a lock of Baywin's hair.
Gonna bring them back into the past and change everything again.
Ooh, we can start a new religion. Oh wait, we've done that.
We've done that.
No portals this time. You guys all signed the contracts?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
Excellent. Okay. The scribes thank you. They
I signed mine, Mark F.
they thank you and roll up the parchment. You are shown to rooms for the night. They are very posh, very plush. If you guys want, you can have your own rooms, or if you want to double down, there are rooms with twin beds, and it's up to you.
I want my own room with 2 large beds so I can jump back and forth.
You guys are.
Do I know of Brad's plight about him and his mom in the dream?
I don't think he shared that with you. Have you, Brad?
No, I've not.
So no, I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are led to a grand feast. You're shown your rooms. You guys relax, and then you head to a grand feast. The Baron is not there, but Denisha is there, and you guys, it's basically food that Ember. This is and Marikoth. This is a kind of feast that you would have for a returning soldier or a noble that you haven't seen for a while. That sort of thing. The rest of you, this is a grand feast.
I asked Dinesh, I'm trying to get his affiliations, who he's kind of aligned with. I ask her those kind of questions.
Okay. She tells you that he's not affiliated with anyone. He owns these lands. He owns the mines to the north and to the southwest, where the wealth comes from.
Does he trade with Waterdeep?
He trades with nearly everyone in this area, including your home city.
All right.
I go and ask around to see if there's an artist around here.
Okay.
Can I?
Go ahead. Wait, 1 second, Vicky. Give me a percentile roll. Wow. Okay, you find an artist.
Okay, I asked them if they can draw a picture based on someone's description.
They can definitely try. Vicky,
All right.
go ahead. Vicky, go ahead.
Could I, like, say I went shopping at some point in the afternoon or something
What are you shopping for?
before this? I wanted to see about getting potions.
What kind of potions?
Healing.
Okay. Okay.
Good call.
A potion of healing is 50 gold pieces each.
Okay. And then, will we need to, like, restock for rations or anything? How many would we have used, or...
Yeah, you just restock. There's actually a thing in here for like daily usage or something. I can't remember where
Well,
it is.
we've been being fed by that town for, like, the last few days, but I don't know if we would have used any before that.
And we got pockets full of bacon.
It's starting to get ripe.
And if we need torches,
Yeah,
or do I notice that they have sun rods?
and we need to replace arrows.
There's
Locke
no
and I do.
sunrods in 5th edition anymore.
Damn.
I know, right? No thunder rods or thunderstones or whatever. Which is a yay for me, but yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Dark vision is a lot more prevalent, though.
That's true.
How many healing potions can we buy?
50 gold each.
Yeah, so how much gold you have, you can buy those.
I'm gonna buy some too.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so your lifestyle expenses. Do you wish to live wretched, squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic?
I would have to say
Honestly,
poor.
Let's say poor would cost you 2 silver piece per day.
I would say squalor.
Sorry.
Mitch, how much healing potions give you for healing?
Squalid is 1 silver piece per day.
I would say wretched. I'm talking copper here.
Wretched costs you nothing. So
okay.
horrible your life
How much-
is.
How much does the how much
Potion of
healing does?
Potion of healing gives you 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Is it that much?
Yes.
I'm gonna buy 4 of them.
Wretched.
Okay, I go find Talon and bring him to the artist.
It's like you're drinking out of puddles. You're scraping mold off the sides of like wood. It's like horrible.
It's called frugal.
No, it's called wretched, dude. You live. Okay, hang on. Let me read this. You live in inhumane conditions, with no place to call home. You shelter wherever you can, sneaking into barns, huddling in old crates, and relying on the good graces of people better off than you. A wretched lifestyle. Wait, stop. A wretched lifestyle presents abundant dangers. Violence, disease, and hunger follow you wherever you go. Other wretched people can covet your armor, weapons, and adventuring gear, which represent a fortune by their standards. You are beneath the notice of most people. Is that how you really want to live?
It's probably more like poor, but
That's hilarious. Okay, poor people. Okay, a poor lifestyle means going without the comforts available in a stable community. Simple food and lodgings, threadbare clothing, and unpredictable conditions result in a sufficient, though probably unpleasant, experience. Your accommodations might be a room in a flop house or in the common room above the tavern. You benefit from some legal protections, but you still have to contend with violence, crime, and disease. People at this lifestyle tend to be unskilled laborers, I have no idea what that word is, peddlers, thieves, mercenaries, and other disreputable types. Costermongers? What is costermongers? Anybody know?
But I mean, how we travel is going to be different.
I've never seen that word before.
Like, I live like...
I've never seen that.
I live as part of the aristocracy, but when we travel, we don't travel like we're aristocracy. I mean...
I'm just laughing at Mark's choice of... I don't want to spend a dime, so I'm going to live a wretched lifestyle. Oh my god, it's funny. Okay, well, comfortable. Choosing a comfortable lifestyle means that you can afford nicer clothing, can easily maintain your equipment, you live in a small cottage in a middle-class neighborhood, or in a private room in a fine inn. You associate with merchants, skilled tradespeople, and military officers. That's pretty much how you guys are living now.
Yeah.
Modest lifestyle keeps you out of the slums and ensures that you can maintain your equipment. You live in an older part of town, renting a room in a boarding house, inn, or temple. You don't go hungry or thirsty, and your living conditions are clean, if simple. Ordinary people living modest lifestyles include soldiers with families, laborers, students, priests, hedge wizards, and the like. Now, Locke lived a squalid lifestyle, which is you live in a leaky stable, a mud-floored hut just outside of town, or a vermin-infested boarding house in the worst part of town. You have shelter from the elements, but you live in a desperate and often violent environment, in places rife with disease, hunger, and misfortune. You are beneath the notice of most people, and you have few legal protections. Most people at this lifestyle level have suffered some terrible setback. They might be disturbed, marked as exiles, or suffer from disease. Sound about right?
I think that would explain the community, but I always saw us taking pride in what little we had.
So you're probably a poor lifestyle.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, there you go. Let's see, Ember and Marikoth came from probably the wealthy or aristocratic. Let's see, wealthy is, choosing a wealthy lifestyle means living a life of luxury, though you might not have achieved the social status associated with the old money of nobility or royalty. You live a lifestyle comparable to that of a highly successful merchant, a favored servant of the royalty, or the owner of a few small businesses. You have respectable lodgings, usually in a spacious home in a good part of town, or a comfortable suite at a fine inn. You likely have a small staff of servants. Aristocratic. You live a life of plenty and comfort. You move in circles populated by the most powerful people in the community. You have excellent lodgings, perhaps a townhouse in the nicest part of town, or rooms in the finest inn. You dine at the best restaurants, retain the most skilled and fashionable tailor, and have servants attending to your every need. You receive invitations to the social gatherings of the rich and powerful, and spend evenings in the company of politicians, guild leaders, high priests, and nobility. You must also contend with the highest levels of deceit and treachery. The wealthier you are, the greater the chance you will be drawn into political intrigue as a pawn or participant.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yep. Hi, Mitch.
Yeah, good.
Alright, so yeah, I have my stuff sent out to be laundered and get it all cleaned out, my clothes.
Okay.
And just generally clean things up and get ready to leave the next day.
Yeah, I get Talon to go to the artist, I buy some potions, and then I take a hot bath.
I'm probably just going to want to wander around and look at different art and sculptures and paintings and stuff like that, and just look how rich people live.
Oh, your parents are living like rich people right now, right?
No, they're working for people who live like rich people.
Yeah, but comparatively, they're living like rich people. They have a modest lifestyle right now. Went up from poor.
Oh,
They're living in a guest house that was several times bigger than their house.
Yeah, they're like middle class.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm not complaining.
I'll go with her to the artist.
Okay. Okay, why don't we take our next break and come back in 5.
Okay.
Jiggles finds a pole and
User left
dances.
your channel.
I just love the squalid lifestyle. That's freaking awesome.
I'm sure that's how we were living before I started working.
Yeah, and that's the best part. You're probably absolutely right.
Or we were headed that direction.
You were
I'll be back.
You were one rat away.